My family and I just bought a new house, and as you can see, there's no pool in the yard. And over the next few episodes, I'm going to tell you why that matters to you. To be honest, a pool is a privileged item, and I know that. But I wanted to use that as a tool because I'm actually going to be working on this over the next 6 months to accomplish something to not only show you, but to prove to my son how to want something the right way. And so as we're working through this process, I don't care for you if it's a washing machine that costs $500, a new car that's 20 grand or something that might be perfect for what your needs are, or whether it's a $100,000 privileged pool or something like that. I want you to learn something that I was never taught. And it's a mindset that I only have for the last decade since I learned how to make money and how to take the effort necessary to be able to accomplish a specific goal in a short period of time. So thank you for joining us along the journey, and we look forward to helping you and enlighten you on how you can start to take small steps to gain small things and then take big steps to gain big things and really fill your dreams with action and accomplishment. Why I'm telling you about my pool goal is simply because I want to help you to understand the mindset shift that I had to make over a decade ago as a small business owner to begin to accomplish things at a whole new level. This is exactly why I started coaching entrepreneurs and business owners just a few years ago. I want to take a minute to go over the 3 versions of me I had to go through in order to get to the realization of the fact that I actually can accomplish my goals. The first version was the kid me. And it's like most kids. We simply envision something as simple as, I want a spaceship when I get older, or whatever it may be, and yet we never have the expectation that we're gonna have to do anything. We just think it's gonna show up one day. The next version of me was the borrower. This was the lifestyle that I was raised under, and what the expectation was that if you want something, you simply borrow for it and figure out if you can make a monthly payment over time and try and keep it within the budget. What I realized was not only was that hurting the ability for me to really grow my future wealth, but it also created a huge stress point in my life that overcame me with the need to earn income just so I could support the debt that I had created. And now is the new me. About a decade ago, I started my own company. And within a really short period of time, I understood that if I brought proper value to the marketplace, then no matter what the goal was that I wanted to achieve, whether it was to buy a $600 washing machine to replace the one that just broke down, whether it was a car, whether it was a pool, no matter what it was, the reason I'm talking to you about that today is because that's the new way I think, and you can think that way too. The next phase that we need to go through is simply scaling it down to consumable portions of information. Too many people overcomplicate how they make money in business. So we're just gonna use that washing machine as an example. Now, a new washing machine that's a reasonable quality is gonna be $500-600. And so we're gonna use that as an example. We're gonna say, okay, the first thing we need to know is that information. It's gonna be $500 or $600. We went to the Home Depot or Lowe's website. We got that very specific information. And then we're gonna go sit for 15 to 20 minutes and we're gonna establish what we could possibly do over the next couple weeks to earn that money. Is it mowing a lawn because we have a lawnmower in the backyard and we just need to find somebody who we can mow their lawn a couple times and earn that money? Is it doing some errands or chores for someone? Or is it just going through the garage for all the other junk that you have that you haven't used in years that you just need to get out on Facebook Marketplace and sell? Remember, it could also be a combination of those things. So for example, if you're gonna mow a lawn and you're gonna make $50 per lawn, you need to mow 10 times to make that money. And so that's all we need to do. Perhaps you're just willing to give up a couple of weekends and say, I'm gonna do better than that. I'm gonna do larger things. I'm gonna do just all sorts of stuff. And we're gonna just knock it out in a weekend. Just figure out what your neighbors and friends need done and ask them to pay you for it. It is that simple, and you can do it too. So what's the show about? My son Levi and I are going to build a business that will produce $100,000 of profit in the next 180 days. Sounds kind of crazy, but we're gonna put all sorts of effort into it. But the catch is we need to do this in our spare time, which means we're gonna do our best to avoid creating family interruptions, not interrupting our normal daily workflow that supports our families right now, but truly work towards building a company that's not only gonna earn that income, but be sustainable into the future. And by the way, that $100,000 already has a name. It's called a pool. And why I'm exaggerating the fact that this is just simply a privileged item to have is just so you can see that about a decade ago, I would have never thought about buying something like that for cash. I simply would have used one of my other thought processes, or to be honest with you, I just simply would have never accomplished the goal. And with that in mind, we're gonna take you on a journey. We're gonna record the processes we go through. We're gonna tell you when we fail. We're even gonna show you the bank account that we're using in order to grow this business. So come along for the journey, and we appreciate your time. We have just one ask of you while you're watching this program. The only ask we have is that you invite someone who has a small need, or the person you're just sick of hearing all the things they're going to accomplish someday, to this show so that they can watch through, and hopefully our goal is to simply change their mindset and hopefully change their lives. Tomorrow, I'll get to meet Nolan, my prospective pool builder, so he can get us the exact number we're looking for so we can set the specific goal that we've talked about.